the creator said that they would be down for Smash.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I think that would be a cool addition. So yeah, that'd be the next one I want to see.
I think it would fit.
Yeah.
Well, what's our next topic?
Oh, I know Tyler. She has some ammo for
Kojima.
Yeah, Kojima with Death Stranding.
Kojima done pissed off.
You talking about some bullet points? She had bullets for them. She ready.
I wouldn't say that I have ammo for. I just kind of wanted to like see what y'all thought about that. I wanted to just kind of bring that up as a general discussion topic because I think that I want to see if y'all were offended or like what if you all think there's any truth to what he said or what. So basically, for those that aren't familiar with the situation, obviously there have been mixed reviews about Death Stranding. And Kojima, in an interview, I want to say like yesterday, basically said that I have to say that the game got, this is a direct quote, I have to say that the game got enthusiastic reviews, especially in Europe and Japan, he said in the interview. Here in the US, on the other hand, we've had tougher critiques. Maybe it's a difficult game to understand for certain types of critics and audience. Americans are big fans of first-person shooters, and Death Stranding isn't one of those. But I have to say that Italians or French people have a different artistic sensitivity that allows them to appreciate this kind of very original products, he said. Not just in video games, but also in movies. So I wanted to see like what y'all think about that. Do y'all think, one, are y'all offended? Two, do y'all...
Nope.
Is anybody offended?
Nah.
Not really. Now that I hear it in the way he explained it, even though I think it's still like one side, because like obviously people in America aren't like, oh my god, first person shooters are the best games ever. It's like, yeah, I get what he's saying. First person shooters are probably one of the bigger and more popular genres, but I don't know. The game is still trash, man.
I'm not offended.
Trash,
I'm not offended. I just think he's salty that
he's salty
that us Americans is
we don't
giving
get
it negative. Giving negative review, and then like because of the other countries they appreciate it. He's like, oh, okay, cool. They get it.
I will say the game from an aesthetic standpoint looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful. It's well detailed. But just I watched a lot of Death Stranding videos, and I just said I do not see myself playing this game.
Yeah, I was watching my man's video. That dude, they got like a shitload of subscribers on YouTube. Brad or something. I was watching some of those videos and I was like, nope.
It's just like I don't want to venture across this crazy world and mark a path and throw a ladder over a cliff and try to figure out.
Getting back to the shit talking again. She said,
I don't want to do it.
She said, are you offended?
No.
What do you think about this game?
Also, do you think that there's merit to that? Like, do you think that Americans don't like Death Stranding or don't get into other games because they're not first-person shooters? Like, do you think there's any merit to that idea?
No, because I think a lot of Americans play like different style type of games. I do think first-person shooters is one of the more popular games in this country because everybody loves Call of Duties. Fortnite, even though that's not first-person shooter, but I think shooting games in general, Americans love them. But I think we all play like different types of games.
Americans also play Pokemon.
Yeah, we play Pokemon. We play, we
fighting
play fighting games, strategy games, open world.
That's why I think he's salty because he kind of lumped us in like this box that like we only like certain, a particular type of game.
It's like,
because those other types of games aren't promoted as much as our violent shooting type games.
I mean, this game's been getting crazy promotion ever since it came out.
Like, his game?
Yes.
His game has, but that doesn't mean that we as Americans all care about it like that.
Well, then that's
we are part of I would say that he's not entirely wrong in his argument.
Okay, I'm like, would he say the same thing about Metal Gear? You know what I'm saying? We all love Metal Gear.
So... Metal Gear is a different kind of game.
I love Metal Gear. I'm fine with it.
But Metal Gear is a different kind of game. Metal Gear is
But still, different. Like if we were shitting on it, he would say the same thing? Like, well, y'all don't appreciate whatever Blasi. Right.
No.
Like, that's his game. We love that game.
Here's what I got to say. I'm looking at this list, and another video I was watching brought it up. But there's a list of the 20 most profitable games this year, and I think it includes DLC because I'm seeing some older games on here as well. But I'll just say what they are: Madden NFL 20, Fire Emblem, Super Mario Maker, Ultimate Alliance 3, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5, Smash Brothers Ultimate, Mortal Kombat 11, Mario Kart 8. I'm reading this in order, by the way. Breath of the Wild, Spider-Man, Rainbow Six Siege, Black Ops 4, Crash Team Racing, Red Dead Redemption 2, Division 2, MLB, Mario Brothers Deluxe, NBA 2K19, and Assassin's Creed.
So
Only like
peep this.
5 of those.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Most of them are not
He
even-
didn't get the first person shooter until you got to
Like
12.
Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six and Call of Duty.
Right.
And that was
Grand
12 or
Theft Auto
13.
was, but that, I
No,
mean,
that
that
was-
came out forever ago.
Yeah.
People are buying that for
Yeah.
online, and there's
the-
more going
Yeah.
on in that than just the
Right.
shooting.
Right.
So
And that's facts.
All my point is that our violent shooting type games are promoted more than us enjoying our sports.
No.
it's not about the promotion. It's about, well, it kind of is. It's about how
My
Death
point.
Stranding was marketed.
Yeah,
How it was
wasn't-
marketed.
It wasn't marketed to like, I don't know. It's marketed because like he can't tell us game, and it was marketed how it's got to be marketed because he wanted to be like mysterious. But it was like, I don't know if it was the kind of marketing that would appeal to like the average American consumer.
And that is correct. And he is correct in that, but it doesn't have anything to do with first person shooters.
I agree with
It
that
has
too.
to do with the fact that this game in general was just something that didn't resonate with us. Like if it resonated back in Asia and Europe, that's great because now
Fine.
it's selling. And I'm pretty sure people, like I said, when the game came out, people were still buying it and playing it, and some people in the States are still giving it praise.
And
It's just-
people who were even curious was still
Yeah, they
buying
were
the
still
game.
buying the
like,
game, yeah.
They were still spending 60
off
bucks
the
and was
strength
like,
of his name,
Yep.
off the strength of his
Yep.
name, and wanted to support him because they knew that this was his brainchild and this is something he's been working on. And like I said, I got the utmost respect for him as a game developer and what he's done for the industry. I just watching the game just solidify the fact that it's just a game that's not for me. Like, and I love open world games, but there's nothing there that I could find myself sitting and wanting to play for 40 hours doing just that one or that series of tasks where I have to make a plot of, make a plan and, deliver packages and not know really what's going on with this story. And, all these characters who are these random characters with weird names and, you don't know what they're about. It's just like all this shrouded in mystery. I need to kind of like know how to follow the game I want to play and really enjoy it. So, but like I said, it does look great. You can tell a lot of detail went into it, and you can tell he put his all into it, whatever he wanted to do. And at the end of the day, like, people are buying it. If people are liking it, some people are going to like it, some people are not. That's how it is. It's like, not everybody's going to love your game.
So I think that you can't make a game that's intentionally weird and be offended that people don't want to invest their
exactly.
money into
Right.
it. And he does speak as if he's hurt, and that's fine. Like, you can be
yeah,
hurt.
he's salty.
Yeah, well,
He's salty.
it's his baby. It's
Yeah.
something that he's been working so long on, and he feels a way about it because he understands, and it's all his things, ideas he's wanting to get out, and it's scary. I mean, probably he was like, okay, I hope that, I don't know if he cared if people liked it, but I don't think he expected people to like respond to it the way that it was responded to.
When something's your baby, you can't be objective about it. Like,
That's
Yeah,
true.
you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to be very like defensive if somebody says something about it, especially especially if it's something where you say, "Oh, you don't get it," or "Oh, because you only like this type of game, you wouldn't understand what I was, trying to convey in this game or this and that." And you could just be like, "Hey, you don't like it, you don't like it," because there's other people. He knows there's people who like the game, so I don't see. I can see if everybody was just shitting on the game across the board and giving it zeros and saying it's the worst game ever made, then I can see him being salty, but. It's only a handful of people that's really like super like saying I'm not with this game.
He clearly just wants to make movies, and he said that before. I think he just needs to scratch that itch, because I don't know how well Death Stranding did. I haven't looked up the numbers, but I don't know. It might be underperforming. But when you can't. Like, you can make a weird indie game because it doesn't take a lot of budget and manpower. But when you make a weird AAA title, I was saying this yesterday on my Twitch stream, but when you make a weird ass, unappealing to most AAA title, you might not profit. Like, that's just the way it is.
Americans only like isn't it like the best selling game is Spider-Man right now? Like, or like the best selling PlayStation 4 game is Spider-Man.
I think it's like
Yeah.
2K20.
No,
some
but
shit.
NBA 2K20 is like the best selling game of the year.
But didn't
unfortunately.
Spider-Man break like a record? I thought Spider-Man was like a record for something.
For sure.
Probably-
I mean,
For like
PlayStation.
exclusive, maybe like an exclusive something.
yeah.
Probably for PlayStation.
I mean,
Somebody in the chat correct me. Shit, I know Spider-Man was a record for
yeah,
something.
it definitely sold a lot. It
Yeah.
only disproves his very specific I almost said frames per second, first person shooter point.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like, yeah, it's superhero shit. It's stupid. It's kind of like that Scorsese thing. Like, it's superhero shit. It's safe, and it is safe. We know what it is. We see Spider-Man. We don't. We're like, all right, it looks fun. Here's the 60.
so if Spider-Man was carrying packages up a hill, would you all?
If I could web swing that shit, that's fun.
If Spider-Man
If I'm
had
swinging around the city, throwing packages at people, that's
delivering
fun.
pizzas, that was his job
Right.
anyway. If
He
you
had to do
swing
that shit
delivering
anyway.
pizzas, that's
That
kinda
was
cool.
fun. And in between that, you can fuck some niggas up if you want to. This game is just got your package. Sign here.
So
All right, have a good
I
day,
mean
man.
that's why Spider-Man made my number one game of last year, because all of it was fun. Like it was almost always fun. Besides Mary Jane and Miles,
but stealth. That's what it is.
That's right.
nah, it wasn't even interesting stealth. But let's not
You
get
don't like
into that.
stealth?
I don't care for stealth, but it wasn't even well executed stealth. But
good, man.
Kojima, you know, sorry, I guess. I mean,
Sorry.
Maybe another Metal Gear.
Right, or something. I think he's done with Metal Gear. Though. I think
Yeah, I think he's
Phantom
done.
Pain was his last.
yeah,
That
he
was
doesn't want to do
yeah.
no more.
He not with
He's
them
done
no
with
more.
those.
I agree with Eric. He just needs to go and probably just get out of the gaming industry and just start something new.
Damn.
Make a movie.
Y'all said the game's so bad he need to stop
No,
making
we didn't say
games?
that. It seems from a creative standpoint, like you
And that's what Eric was saying. He wanted to get into
He wants
movies.
to. It seems he wants to do something bigger than video games.
just
So
scratch your itch.
let him go make a movie. Like, see what he does, and if it does well, maybe he can become, get into the movie game. If not, go back to the game. He's already got a solidified name in there. So
I
it's
mean,
not
shit.
like,
Metal Gear was a damn movie, so yeah, I can see him.
Yeah.
being successful that way.
Oh, and by the way, the IGN reviewer who gave it a 6.8 was an Australian man.
Facts.
different continent though. Different continent. It's not Europe or Asia. So.
Right, but still.
But yeah,
It's not the
you know,
US.
you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the U.S.
Yeah.
So you can't say nothing.
But I mean, the only FPS we've talked about lately has been, well, never mind. I'm lying. You just talked about Destiny, but Borderlands.
3.
I'm gonna get Modern Warfare. Like, there any you said you don't like first person shooters at all.
I'm not big on them.
Okay.
So like, Borderlands was like a freak accident that happened.
Okay.
So
Because
yeah.
Borderlands the
Okay,
shit.
they bring-
It is. It
okay,
was.
so they say Apex and I thought I saw something else. I didn't see something else, but Overwatch. That's a first person shooter.
Yeah.
I always bring up Halo. I don't know. Maybe.
But the thing about Overwatch, it's a first person shooter in the sense that there are it's first person and there are characters that shoot, but there are also characters that don't have guns at all. Like there are characters like I play Moira and she throws damage and healing orbs at people. You know what I'm saying? So while it is a first person shooter, like there are several characters in the game that don't have guns. So I think that's worth noting.
Kojima, just make the Outer Worlds, but fine, because that's another first person shooter and that shit is great. Maybe you're right about us.
No, he's not right
He took
about
it a
it.
step
Oh my
further and
God.
like talked about our movie preferences too. Like,
Wait, I don't
Americans
remember that
don't
part.
like. He was basically saying that like Americans compared to Italians and Japanese people don't like. What did he say?
I don't.
He is
I don't.
Oh,
dis-
French. He
salty.
said, but I have to say that Italians or French people have a different artistic sensitivity that
do.
allows them to appreciate this kind of very original products.
They
Not
do.
just in
He
video
is
games, but also in
soft.
Basically,
movies.
he's saying we all like Beezy. We want blood and guts all the
He
time.
is soft.
like.
He's making,
I don't entirely disagree with that.
I don't either.
But video games are so much more of an investment. For one, they cost more and they take a lot more time to experience than a movie. So it's just like, bro, like I'll go, like I've watched plenty of indie movies for an hour and a half or 2 hours, but I'm not buying a weirdo game to play for 40 hours.
Weirdo game.
That doesn't get fun until like 10 hours.
No, they said
according
more
to
than that,
reports.
right? Oh, some people said 20.
No,
I guess it depends.
man. No,
But you got to get deep into that mofo before you even. And then they said like before, like they said
No.
like in the beginning of the game, there's like the first hour. I think it's like what 10 or 15 minutes of gameplay, and the rest is cutscene.
what?
Yeah, it's like so you watching pretty much a movie, and then you get to play for a little bit before you really get to play the game. So it's like
You see?
I was like, I'm not about that. I'm not sitting there for an hour watching cutscenes of some shit I don't even know what's going on.
But the
Right.
Italian and the French will.
Right. Obviously.
They can have it.
Obviously.
But no, honestly, I don't entirely disagree
Me
with
either.
our taste in cinema versus our taste in games. There might be a correlation.
There might be
there.
some kind of correlation. Kevin agrees with that statement as well.
That's why I'm not mad. Like
None of me was hurt by his statements. I
Yeah,
will
I'm not
say,
mad. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that this game doesn't look as awful as I thought it did. Will I buy it? No.
Yeah, we've all. I think we've all said that the game looks
Yeah.
gorgeous.
No, I meant
You
the
mean
whole
like-
game.
Like
I'm not talking about the
gameplay?
look. The gameplay doesn't look
Yeah.
as dumb as it looked.
Oh,
before.
okay, that's what you
I'm
mean.
still not gonna buy it. Like I'm not gonna sit and shit on it no more because I did before it came out. I will take back all my earlier statements of it being shit. It's just not for me because I watched enough videos on it where I'm just like, okay. It doesn't look not fun. It just doesn't look entertaining enough that I want
to keep the attention. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a full. I said last week that I really wanted to check out like an hour's worth of a Twitch stream of it, and I haven't done that. But I've seen enough kind of like videos that people have posted that it looks kind of fun. And watching people fall off hills is funny to me
That's
and
funny.
funny to them.
Yeah.
So that's that part seems fun. But yeah, so I was never like mad or offended, but it was kind of like, oh, like, and because it was kind of like he like stereotyped us a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if you all thought there was any legitimate. Why can't I talk?
Legitimacy.
It's okay.
Legitimacy to that.
We got your
yeah.
back. Legitimacy.
To be honest, yeah.
It was.
I mean,
So you think it was fair for him to lump us in the
sure.
I mean-
Americans fucking. How many Transformers movies did we get?
like
Five.
fucking
Yeah,
five
too
of
many.
them?
Two guys.
Goddamn shame.
Yeah.
And some of that was China's fault too, but
Yeah,
still, that's on us too. God damn it! So if he looks at that and be like, "Yo, these motherfuckers stupid,"
I feel like it's okay for someone else to overgeneralize Americans for a change because America overgeneralizes other countries all the time.
no, we get generalized plenty.
We do, but like as an American, like Americans really don't understand other people's cultures like that, so they're good for just saying stuff without knowing the research on them.
Shit, you talking about Transformers? I mean, freaking Fast and Furious movies we got.
I bet everyone on
I'm watching the next one.
I love them
all
movies.
them
I
hoes.
love them.
I can't stop now. Can't stop, won't stop.
But don't those do well overseas too?
Yeah. Yeah, what up
I
for
tell you,
us?
them niggas gonna be dropping cars out of spaceships and shit next.
And I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be in the seat.
Hell to the no.
I don't like. Is at this point I just keep watching them because they just get more and more ridiculous.
And they do well overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not just us. Other people, other countries be watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mindless fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
boy.
guess. All right, do we got a one gotta go this week?
B, you jumping? You?
I was like,
I'm
damn.
asking.
got a whole
I'm
nother-
just-
He said there is one. He
Yes,
said
I
there
have one.
Okay,
We
okay.
over here and you done ran all the way over there.
What other topics we got? We gonna talk about the EA
Sonic.
Sonic. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sonic.
you ran fast like
Yeah.
Sonic
I ran
over
fast.
that topic.